Hey everyone, welcome to Post to Post. Thanks for joining me today. I appreciate you. Usually I do jersey concept videos on Fridays. There's still going to be a jersey concept video this coming Friday. This isn't replacing it. It's just a bonus. It's just an extra. We're going to take a look back into history and react to some jersey concepts from 1943 to 1978. The original 6 and then the first 2 expansions that came into the NHL. So I think there's actually, let me look. There's 18, just to confirm, 18 jerseys here. I have not seen these before, so this is going to be a reaction. The artist today is Dr. Squid, and I have no idea what's in store for us, whether it's a total revamping of a brand, maybe something similar to what they've worn with some tweaks. I don't really know. That's the entire purpose of this video, is to kind of react, you and I, together, and have some fun. So let's jump into it. These are by alphabetical order as far as team name. The first one is Atlanta Flames. I'll bring it up on my screen now. Let's go. Okay, all right, so, very similar to the actual Atlanta Flames jersey in a way. I believe the neck is a little bit different. I'll be totally honest, most of my jersey knowledge comes from current, modern teams versus teams that don't necessarily exist anymore, like the Atlanta Flames. But I'll do the best I can to go through this. But if you guys have any comments, please leave them down below in the comment section, obviously. We'd love to learn if you know something that obviously that I don't. Okay, so yeah. I mean, it looks great. It looks extremely similar to the home Calgary Flames jersey, which is, I think that's obviously an intention there, which is great. I like that Calgary going back to the more retro look. I know some people don't, but I'm a big fan of it. I think that neck works great there. I think it's more like a classic, original, like Letterman style collar. So that's great. I mean, good start. Okay, next is Boston. All right, so obviously nothing different here other than the shoulders. I think the striping is similar. The logo is not identical to the current one, but it's generally the same. The bottom striping is a little bit different as well, but the shoulders are the biggest change to what I'm used to today. So like looking back at this, I think this is okay. I don't love the shoulders, but this is pretty similar to the current jersey, so I don't really have a lot of things to say. Next is Buffalo. Okay, I mean, this is like the neck is different, obviously, but essentially this is very close to the jersey that exists right now because of Buffalo going back to the royal blue. So again, I don't really have much to say here. This is fine. I like the I don't just like, I love the Buffalo home jersey. Next, okay, here we go. California Seals. I like this one just because it makes me nostalgic. It's a team that hasn't existed for a long time, and number 2 has really cool, unique colors. Yeah, there's a lot of blue in the NHL. There's even some yellow and some gold in the NHL. But done like this is just, we don't have that. The closest thing I can think of to a jersey like this would probably be the St. Louis Blues Winter Classic jersey in the Reebok years, which they brought back for in the Adidas years as an alternate. So that's what this kind of reminds me of, and I love that jersey, by the way. So I do like this a lot. I don't remember specifically what the Golden Seals jerseys look like. I have a slight idea, so I'm not sure how different this is, specifically. But I do like this. Next, Chicago. Okay, so I mean, this is, again, I don't want to sound like a broken record here, but this is essentially the home jersey right now. There's no shoulder patch on this one. The numbers look slightly different. That I could be incorrect there. Maybe the style of font is the same. I'm not sure. I'm going to go check my Blackhawks jersey on that. But, this is generally the exact same as the home jersey, so not a lot to say. Next, okay, here we go. Cleveland Barons. We're back into a team that's, doesn't currently exist. The numbers on the arc of the shoulder is an interesting decision. Did they actually do that back then? I'd be really curious to know if they did. I have to go do some research after this video. But a fairly generic jersey design here. But I think, if you're thinking about an old team, they're not doing anything too crazy with angled stripings or anything like that. So I think this is very subtle, very subdued, and totally appropriate for the Cleveland Barons. Okay, next is the Red Wings. All right, so a slight change here in the arms for the Red Wings based on what we currently see, but again, extremely close to the current jersey, so not a lot to say. Next, okay, yes, here's what's up. Kansas City is what's up. This jersey is what's up. I like this a lot. It is just so incredibly vibrant. It's visually almost overpowering from a color perspective. We got a vibrant blue, a vibrant red, and then yellow as well. Slight like McDonald's kind of colors going on a little bit, but it's different. It is very aggressive visually, like I said, but it is so different that I think it's a kind of a standout jersey in a way. And I think this is definitely not identical to what existed. There's been some tweaks here from, if I can remember correctly, but generally it's got the same theme. I think the neck is definitely different. I believe the additional stripes in the arms could be different. The yellow laces, I don't think that was a thing. I don't know about the numbers, but or the striping on the front of the shoulders. I'm not sure about that either. But hey, I like this jersey. Next is the Kings. I'm wearing some Kings here. And this is great. I like purple and yellow. We don't have enough purple in the NHL. I really appreciate those underutilized colors in the NHL that we don't get. Maybe there's only really like 2 shades of green for the most part in the NHL. It'd be nice to see more shades of green. Purple, obviously, burgundy or maroon. There's not enough of that as well. We just got the Colorado Avalanche. There really is a lot of underutilized colors. So anytime that a team experiments, like the Kings and throw some purple in there, same as the Coyotes with their reverse retro. Or in a concept like this, I mean, I'm always going to like that. I think it's great to have variety in the NHL from a visual aspect, and I think this is great. I actually kind of like the logo. It reminds me a little bit of like Star Wars in a way. I just get this Star Wars poster kind of vibe. I know there's a crown on there, but I think it's the way that the text is done, and then there's this like line coming off of the Los Angeles and coming down. It's just, I don't know, it's got Star Wars vibes for me, but I like that. And next is the Minnesota North Stars, and you can't not like this. I mean, you can, I guess, but this totally makes me nostalgic. I technically was alive when the North Stars were still playing, so I appreciate them quite a bit, even though I was obviously very, very young. This is a great jersey. I would like to see the Minnesota Wild do something like this. Obviously, they did that with their reverse retro, but it'd be nice to see them do a dark version. Will they do it on the upcoming reverse retro? We're going to find out soon, I think. Next is the Montreal Canadiens. Okay, so again, this is extremely similar to what they currently wear, so I really don't have much to say here. Yeah, I still don't like that collar. Next, the Rangers. Okay, I mean, again, the exact same jersey for the most part that the Rangers wear now, so not much to say here. It looks very close. The Philadelphia Flyers. Here we go. Now, I could actually see the Flyers maybe doing something like this in the future. I do like this concept, actually, Dr. Squid. I think the pinstriping of the black coming down was a great decision. I like the numbers colorized like that. I'm not sure if the Flyers used something like this. I don't know their jersey history that well, but I do like. I could totally see them doing something. Maybe not for a Winter Classic. It still feels a little bit vibrant or something for a Winter Classic. But maybe like a heritage alternate or, I don't know, something like that. I do like this. Moving on to the Pittsburgh Penguins. Great decision. And I don't even know if it was a decision. It's basically the only thing you can do because this is how they started out. This is what the Pittsburgh Penguins, for the most part, look like. I don't believe the shoulders were exactly like that. But yeah, this is great. I would love to hear what? I would love to see a different sense. I would love to see the Pittsburgh Penguins come back with a jersey like this. I've heard a couple of people comment and say that Sidney Crosby doesn't like this jersey, so it won't come back. As much as I respect Sidney Crosby and love what he's done in the game, I don't know if he has the power and authority to stop an entire team from making the decision to bring back a specific jersey. He is the leader of the team, but I think it's an insignificant opinion when there's a large majority of the fans want this jersey. And from a financial perspective, at the end of the day, hockey's a business. The Pittsburgh Penguins are a company, are a business, and they like money. So why not come out with a jersey like this, even if it offends your captain a little bit? Don't know if that opinion of his is actually true, but just wanted to point it out there. This jersey needs to come out, or a variation of it. St. Louis. This is great. Very close to the Winter Classic from this year. I love the shoulders. Even the representation of the angle of the lines, the pinstriping at the front of the shoulders, kind of mimics the shape of the arch within, or arch? What? Arch. The arch in St. Louis. But yeah, overall great jersey. Like this one a lot. Moving on to the Toronto Maple Leafs. Absolutely. So I think this goes back to maybe like the 70s area, or early 70s possibly. And I know a lot of Maple Leafs fans who actually don't like this design, and I have the opposite opinion. I really like this. It reminds me a little bit of the Washington Capitals alternate where you get the white shoulders. I'm a big fan of white shoulders when it comes to a dark primary jersey, but then you make the shoulders white. I don't know why I like that. I don't even have a specific reason. I just, it's just something that I like. That's all I can say. And I like this design because of that. And the white continues down the arm as well. So I would love it if the Toronto Maple Leafs came out with this specific jersey or a variation of it. I would absolutely buy it. Next, we got Vancouver Canucks. Okay, look at the striping in the arm with the inclusion of the V. You can barely see it there, but you can tell that it's a V on the side. I like that a lot. I think the colors or the specific shades of blue and green are a little bit off for what we're used to today. I don't know if they used a different shade back in the day, but I'll have to look into that actually. I'm not exactly sure, but yeah, I think a lot of people like that logo in the middle. To me, it's sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. If you're looking at this jersey back from 1978 or whenever this was, I think it has to be there probably if it was there originally. So yeah, good job on this one, Dr. Squid. Next is the Washington Capitals. I think a lot of people are going to disagree with me on this one because there doesn't seem to be a lot of people who like this style of Washington Capitals jersey. And I'm not one of them. I am someone who loves this jersey. The neck itself is the only thing that I would change it. You know when you get awarded a medal and it's like different, it's like red, white, and blue or whatever variation of those colors. It looks like a metal rope, ribbon. What do you call that? I don't know, but that reminds me of that. So I would remove or change the neck rather to something else, but I like everything else. I like the shoulders being red. I love the numbers being colorized almost opposite of the shoulders. The stars along the front, just on the front of the shoulders, that's great, and down the sleeves. This is great. This is probably my favorite actually because I'm such a big fan of that. I think it was the Reebok jersey that they used, a variation of this, and then they brought back, or they didn't bring back, but they created an alternate, which I'm a big fan of as well. So I would say that this is definitely my favorite. I assume that I am in the minority in this one, though, that a lot of people would disagree, but I guess I can look, hold on, let me cycle back through and see if there's anyone that I like more than that. I mean, the Kansas City one was great, but it's very close to the original. There's a lot of great ones in here. It's obviously a lot of the same ones that exist. Pittsburgh one was great. St. Louis one was great. Toronto. I'm going to go with Washington just because I'm a big fan of that specific design. And I would love to see a white version almost identically to this in an Adidas cut jersey. So that's my favorite. Dr. Squid, thanks for sending those in. I appreciate going back into history, 1943 to 1978. The original 6 and the inclusion of the first 2 expansions in the NHL. I really appreciate you sending in those designs. It's always fun to kind of react to jersey concepts, even if they're similar to something that already exists. It's always kind of good to look back in history and check things out. If you guys enjoyed this video, please consider hitting the like button. And if you're new, obviously consider hitting the subscribe button down below. And of course, let me know down below in the comment section which was your favorite in this video, which concept did you like the most, maybe which one did you like the least. Would love to hear from you. Read all the comments. Have a great day. Talk to you tomorrow morning. Adios.